Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this new show, Real Talk Alignment at Speak Up and Empower. Speak Up and Empower is a heart centered, membership based community of entrepreneurs, thought leaders that have a message that they want to share with you to empower you in your business, your relationship, spirituality, and any other area of your life to make sure you create the life you really want and ultimately deserve to live. So truly invite you to check out speakupandempower.com. And if you're an expert, if you have a message you want to share, if you want your voice to be heard, I really invite you to join the community. My name is Crystal Biga. I'm the host of this new show, Real Talk Alignment at Speak Up and Empower. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're joining me live, feel free to leave a comment, say hi, let me know where you are hopping in from. This is a new show. This is a new journey that we are starting together. And for this new episode, I just wanted to give you an overview of what to expect during this show. We will have, we will go live here every Wednesday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Time to speak about alignment. And I will take you in that journey and explaining to you exactly what it is, what are the step by step to do go through that journey successfully and ultimately create the life you desire, the business you want, the results you want in your life. I will sometimes have guests that will also, give you their experience, share with you their experience, share their stories with you. It will be really beautiful. So please mark your calendar. Every Wednesday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we are here for Real Talk Alignment at Speak Up and Empower. So let me give you an overview of what to expect on this platform. On this platform, every week, I will share with you tips on how to really live in alignment with who you are and what you want to create in your life. And before we get really deep into the topic, let me just clarify what I mean by alignment, because for some people that word doesn't mean anything. Alignment, sometimes we overhear it, sometimes we have never heard of it, and sometimes we wonder, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? Alignment. Everybody's saying living in alignment, moving, making decisions in alignment. What does that even mean? Alignment for me, I will give you my personal definition because it's part of my personal journey. I have some viewers. Please don't be shy. Say hi. Let me know who you are. And I'm really glad to have you here. Thank you so much for joining me live. So as I was sharing, for me, alignment is really a journey back within to reconnect with who you truly are and discover what is your call in this life, what you are here to be, do, and ultimately create. We decided at some point to come on this planet to create something, to live an experience. And we forgot what we came to achieve. We forgot who we are. And we forgot that at the end of the day, we are here to create this experience for ourselves. We are creators. Many, if you are spiritual or religious, you have heard of it, but do you even experience that? Do you remember that you're a creator? Even in personal development, they tell you you're a creator of your own reality. But those are words that we hear and we don't embody them. So for me, alignment is that journey that takes you to the process of embodying that knowledge, that knowing that you're the creator of your own reality, that you are on this planet to live a life that is yours and only yours. Living in alignment with who you truly are is living your life, your way, not trying to be someone else, not trying to follow someone else's rules, but really being you at any given moment. And it's not a light word that I'm sharing here when I say living, being really you, because the world we live in is created or, regulated in a way where it's not really easy to be who you are. It's tough to remember who you are because from the moment we come on this planet, they tell us who to be. Don't sit this way, especially women. We go through that a lot, and the conditioning is so heavy on us that we forget or we don't even know at the end of the day who we really are. So the journey of alignment is reconnecting with that true self. Don't sit this way. Don't speak this way. As an entrepreneur, you cannot build a business like this. You cannot be successful like this. This is the way. This is the path. This is how. And what do you want? We forget. Who are you? Who do you want to be? And is it even okay to be who you are? And in that process of reconnecting with who you really are, and remembering what you are here to create and going after that and starting to create those results, either in your life, your relationship, your business. It's important to remember that we have all of it. We have always have everything that we desire today, but we forgot how to have access, how to access the wealth we are trying to so hard to create, how to access the joy we are trying so hard to experience. We have always have those things. They are within us, but we lost connection with ourselves, so we lost those things. And we end up confused and struggling in life when we shouldn't really struggle. I will share with you a story that maybe you know, maybe you don't. And some people will remember the story. So it's the story of a young man that was from a really wealthy family. His father was really, really wealthy. They had servants and a lot of wealth, money, food, everything was available for him. He had just one brother, so both of them will eventually, be the successors of their father when he passes away. But the young man just didn't want to wait for so long because he didn't understand that everything the dad had belonged to him, and that's exactly what I'm talking about here. Everything we are chasing, everything we are trying so hard to achieve, we have it already, but we forgot or we don't realize it yet. So we end up jumping out there and trying so hard, pushing and forcing ourselves to create those things that we always have. So that young man didn't understand that everything the father had was available for him at all times. So he decided to leave, go live his life, go do it on his own, go do it on his own. So he sat the father down and said, hey, I think I'm big enough. I got this. I can go and do everything I want. I can, live my life. I'm a big guy. So the father said, okay, fine. This is your part of the heritage. Go and, bless you. He went out there, spent all the money and turned broke. But he was so ashamed to go back to his father, and he was responsible enough to remember that he has spent all his heritage. So he had nothing else left for him over there. Everything else there was for his brother. So he tried to survive. He tried to survive, and it was really tough. He was sleeping on the street, begging for food. Everything was tough on him. He was really trying so hard to figure it out. And maybe that's somebody's journey, and I've been in that position. And that story can be translated in some different areas of our lives, depending on where we forgot that we already had what we are chasing for. We end up in that place where that young man left everything that was available every time, always for him, and went to try to do it on his own. Maybe it's in your business right now that you're trying to figure things out on your own. You're trying so hard to make it work, to make it happen, to succeed, to create certain level of result, and it's so hard, it's so tough. The only reason why you're struggling so hard is because you're disconnected with the source. Because for that guy, his father was the source of everything, and everything was available to him, but he didn't realize that. He didn't realize that. He went on his head and started reasoning and trying to figure things out on his own. Trying to figure things out on his own. In which area of your life do you feel like right now you are trying so hard and you don't get it and you don't understand why it's not working? Just want you to remember that you already have whatever you're trying so hard to create. It's available. It's within your reach. The only thing missing, the only gap you need to bridge is really just going back to the truth, which is you already have it. I don't know what you're trying to create. I don't know what life, because that guy was going out there to create a life without the father or without the source. The source is within you. The answers you are looking, you are trying so hard to find. All the house you're walking all day, walking around all day, wondering, how am I going to make this work? How is this going to happen? How can I create this? Those hows, the answers to those hows are really within you. You have them already, but you are disconnected with yourself. And that's the journey of alignment, going back within, reconnecting with yourself and reconnecting with that source that has all the answers for you, ready for you to make things easy. Because that's the life he had at his father's house. Easy life. It was so easy that he didn't realize that he didn't have to make it complicated. So he made the decision to make it complicated by trying to go do it on his own. We have all been in that path. And even when I started my business, I didn't always, understand the alignment process. And I'm still in that process. There is still areas in my life where I'm still trying to reconnect with the truth, which is I already have what I'm trying to create. And then when I come from that place, the answers come easily. That young man, when he lost everything and things went really tough, he was too ashamed to go back to his father's place and say, hey, I screwed up. Here am I. What do I, I'm back. He was too ashamed. So he hid there for a long time, trying to figure it out. And I want you to look at areas of your life where you're hiding right now, trying to act like everything is all right when you know deep down that it's not all right. There is something missing. There is something that is not clicking. But you're trying to make it look like, I got this. I can figure it out. If I try harder, if I push a little bit more, if I give more, whatever more you think you need to put in there to make it work, you're hiding from the truth, which is just go back to the source. Go back within yourself and find the truth within you. What is missing? What is missing is just a connection with yourself, because it shouldn't be hard. Whatever, I don't know what you're trying to create, let's stick to business, because for me, entrepreneurship is really a journey of your life. As an entrepreneur, you're trying to create. That's entrepreneurship. That's the entrepreneurship life. Creating solutions, creating ways for people to better their lives, providing solutions. That's the journey of an entrepreneur. And sometimes we get caught up into that space of, I'm trying, I'm going to give it out, try so hard to make it work. And sometimes if we get stuck, but we are hiding. We are hiding because we have that little voice within ourselves that tells us, reminds us that it shouldn't be this hard. That reminds us that, hey, if you go back to the source, everything is available out there. Everything is there ready for you, just waiting for you to, take advantage of it. You have access to and we hide because we are ashamed to show up and be honest about ourselves, reconnect with ourselves, say, hey, this is me. This is how I want to do it. I want to go back and make it easy for myself. I don't have to struggle. We have that little voice every minute of every day guiding us, reminding us that this journey shouldn't be this hard. We shouldn't struggle this much. I know the dialogue out there is, you need to bleed and sweat to get the results you want. But there's something in you that tells you something different. A little voice that just reminds you that, hey, whatever you're chasing right now, working so hard right now to achieve, is available to you. It's available. You just need to, reconnect to the source and access it. Reconnect to the source and get the answers to all the hows that are keeping you up at night right now. How am I going to make this happen? How am I going to, make more money? How am I going to, live a better life? How am I going to, whatever it is. There is something in you that knows that is available for you. That's why you want it. The only reason why you want what you want is because your soul knows that it's available. I love somebody said somewhere one day, and I kept it. It's really resonated with me that your dream is not a dream. It's a memory. It's a memory of your soul. And that's me now explaining how I understood what she said. For me, a dream, whatever you desire to create right now, is a memory of something you have. You have it already. And then you just remember, hey, what if I access this? That's what a dream is. What if I can access this that I know I already have? The only way for you to access it is not by chasing it. It's not by going figure it out on your own, like that young man decided to go live his life, try to figure it out on his own. It's really you reconnecting to the source. It's as simple as that. That's the journey of alignment, reconnecting to the source. And what is the source? You will ask me. The source is within you. You are the source. But how many times do we run away from ourselves and go out there look for solutions? How many times do we ignore that voice that tells us, hey, maybe if we do it this way, it's going to, move faster and we're going to get there faster. How many times do we get in our head? Getting in your head is running away from the source. That's what that guy did. He got into his head, trying to think, figure things out on his own and go do his own thing. That's us running away from the source, which is us. We are so we have all the answers. We have the keys to create what we want, but we get in our head and we try to figure things out. When that little voice, that wisdom, our higher self that has the answers, that is the source of everything we are chasing right now. When that voice tells us, listen to this, you get into your head, but this doesn't make sense, but nobody does it this way. When that little voice tells you, you know what, maybe the best way to promote your business is really to just, talk to people. Don't even go on Facebook. It's not necessary. You get into your head. No, but everybody does Facebook lives. I should probably do the same thing. You go there, you try so hard, you struggle, and you don't get the result, and the frustration kicks in. But if you had only listened, trusted, reconnected to the source, if you were in alignment with yourself enough to trust that little voice and just listen and just say, okay, I'm going to do it this way. Even when the whole world is going live on Facebook, even when everyone else in your business is doing the exact same thing, if you were only connected to the source, if you were not running away from your source to try to go figure things out on your own, if you are connected with yourself, in alignment with that voice in you, with that source of knowledge, of wealth, of everything that you're trying to create, that is you. If you trusted yourself more to follow the lead of that voice. Sometimes it doesn't take you where you expect to go. That's the truth about it. That's the truth about it. Sometimes when you listen to that, intuition, sometimes people tell you that, maybe I'm crazy. It doesn't even make sense. Sometimes the guidance, the direction, that source of knowledge within you is taking you to doesn't make sense. Sometimes it sounds crazy, and that's a good sign. Sometimes it really doesn't make any sense, and you get there, you don't exactly get the result you wanted because you are so into your head of this is what I want, and it has to happen this way. Maybe I want a new client by next week. And if you have an inspiration, an intuition, you are connected with yourself, and something tells you, hey, maybe you should reach out to this person. You reach out to that person, and that person says no. You're like, see, I shouldn't have listened. So next time that voice tells you something, you do not listen, because last time I did, nothing happened. It didn't happen. I didn't get the result I wanted. That's just being misaligned. Because when you are connected with yourself, you trust yourself enough to know that every step of the way, you're on the right track. There is no way you're going to make the mistake, because the source within you, which is the father of that young man I shared a story with you, he ultimately makes everything available for you. Wealth, happiness, joy, everything. He created that environment where everything is available for you. Just access it. But then you don't see everything that way. You want to make it your way. And nobody is going to stop you. You have the power to do whatever you want. You are a sovereign being. A few months ago, it was like maybe 2 months, I wanted to record something. I didn't even know what I wanted to record. I just had a text started flowing through me, and I knew it was something good. I wrote it down, and some way, somehow I wanted to record it as a meditation. I don't know why. I don't record meditations. I don't know what was happening, but because I have learned to just follow the cross, as like I like to say, just do it. It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to be like, this is the way and it's going to take me there. Just stay in alignment. Just trust the source. Just trust that it's making everything available for you, making things easy for you. Sometimes the move you make is not just for you to get that result. It's like you're joining a program and you don't get the exact result you expected from that program, and you blame the coach and you say it didn't work. No, it doesn't mean that. Maybe your path was just to make that decision to join a program, and you are moving forward in your path. You didn't join the program to get the result, because that's not the program will never get you the result. You get the result to yourself. But what result? Maybe the result you have, maybe I want to create this. You want something, but you don't know the path to get there. And the path is those little decisions you have to make every single day, each step of the way, listening to yourself. When that voice tells you join this program, don't get into your head this is too expensive. I don't even know this person. I need to know more about them. I need to understand better. I need all the answers. I need all my ducks in the row before I start implementing this strategy they shared with me. I did this challenge, it was great, but in this platform we will really take time to reconnect with ourselves. That's the journey of alignment, going back to that place of trusting that everything is available, remembering that everything is available. We do not have, like that young man, to go figure things out on our own. As I was sharing, when I had that desire to record that thing without knowing what it was, I remember I reached out to someone that is the same group program with coaching program with me, and she told me how she records things on YouTube. And I ended up on the platform that was recording podcasts, and I think I recorded a podcast. I never planned to record a code podcast. And I think I created that. I was like, okay, well, now I guess I have a podcast. And then I recorded like 2 or 3 episodes. I moved on. That same month, or maybe the next month, I got an opportunity to work with a production team that will help me build my own podcast. I was ready because I had followed that little nudge from my source telling me, hey, how about podcasts? I didn't understand at the time, and that's the beauty of the journey. It doesn't have to make sense to your brain, but your whole being just knows that this is the way, this is something I need to follow. And it's important to build that relationship. That doesn't happen all of a sudden. I've not always been the person that follows everything I really feel pulled to do. I was getting very much in my head. And the more you follow and you let go of the outcome, like it has to end up this way. When you let go and you trust, you lean back and trust that this is taking me somewhere, and somewhere good, because at the end of the day, everything is for you to be happy, fulfilled, wealthy, and everything you want. All of it is available. The only reason why you're not seeing it in your reality is because you're trying so hard to figure things out on your own. When the only thing that you really want to do, or you need to do at this point, because I trust you, you have learned so much, you have, studied so much, you really try, you really work hard. The missing piece here is the alignment piece, aligning with your soul, with the source within you. That will make things easy for you. That will do the heavy lifting every step of the way. You do not have to figure things out on your own, never ever. It can be easy, and it is, because everything you want and you have always wanted is available, or it exists. It's not something that has to be created from scratch. It's out there for you, and you just have to reconnect to the source and access it, because it's always available for you right now. Go back home, and that's the journey we are going to take together in this platform, in this show, Real Talk Alignment, to make sure we reconnect to that source where everything is available, where we just have to reach to anything we want, as easy as that, and sleep and rest, because we have tried so hard. We try so hard, we work so hard, we push so hard. Let's just take a deep breath and trust more, and remember the truth. And remember the truth. Everything is available, always, at all time, for us. And we have the power to access it by simply reconnecting to the source within us. That's the journey of alignment that we are going to take together on this platform. Thank you so much for watching this first episode. It was just an introduction to give you an overview of what we are going to be talking about every Wednesday on this platform. Sometimes we are going to focus only on how it impacts your business. Sometimes we are going to touch a little bit on how it touches your personal life and any other area of your life. I will have guests also to empower you in that direction. So thank you so much. My name is Crystal Biga, the host of this show, and I'm really excited to also share with you that Friday is going to be the first episode of my new podcast. The one I just mentioned with you is going to be live on Facebook, live on Transformation Talk Radio. Check out my personal profile, Crystal Biga, and you'll have all the details. And I will really, really appreciate if you can join my YouTube channel where all the episodes will be posted. Just support me in this new experience, in this new journey. Let's do it together. Thank you so much. I'll be here next Wednesday, 12 p.m. to talk everything alignment. Thank you so much. Bye.